Hey there, guys. Godly Seafood here. Today with Wolf. Say hello, Wolf.
Hello.
And today we're asking a very important question. Have you or a loved one ever wanted to suck off a minion in this game?
Hey, yo, that's fucking sus.
Well, now's your chance. Welcome to Monstrology. So, I did the whole fucking video with Wolf. You can watch it on his channel. I'll try and link it. But for some fucking reason, my mic wasn't recording. So now I have to do this all again. And so I'm just going to try and blitz through it. All right. So at level 12, after you've completed Wizard City, you go back to Wizard City and you talk to this bitch, Monstrologist Burke, right? And she gives you, for free, a, extract undead animus. And this is basically like an enchant. You can do basically a whole bunch of stuff with Monstrology. And I want to say, at the very minimum, there's like 3 noticeable tiers of Monstrology, kind of like the life cycle of Monstrology, right? So first off, obviously you get the undead one. However, in order to get the other spells, you have to pay like 100,000 gold. I wasn't ready,
No, you're fine. Take your time.
but you can do a whole bunch of stuff. So you got this extract Colossus spell or Cyclops spell, so I can actually extract part of their soul. I can suck part of their soul off of them, and once I get enough, I can go ahead and summon minions like Cyclops Legionnaires. I can do summon minion treasure card for 10 animus and 500 gold. I can create a housing guest for those resources, and I can do an expel treasure card. So let's create one of those expel ones. And then let's say I want to summon like 2 of these guys because me and Wolf are total weak scrub lord losers. We're never going to win this fight. But let's say I wanted to extract a Cyclops animus. I just put a Cyclops card on this Humongo Frog, and boom, my frog is enchanted just like it would be with the regular Sun spell. Or, before I do that, let's say I want to just yeet the fuck out of this minion. So yeah, I use little Dispel card for like 2,000 gold and like 20 animus, 50 animus, and it basically puts a little X under their feet, and it does their exact amount of health. This is only a feature for minions because it would be fucking overpowered to use this on a boss. But let's say now, that was pretty cool, but Wolf and I are still pretty weak scrub lords, so I'm just gonna summon a minion. The cool thing with Monstrology is that with any character you can summon at least 1 minion. However, with myth players, you can actually summon multiple minions. What the fuck is he? Oh, I thought he was about to
That's what
summon a
that.
minion.
He's about to summon his friend.
Yeah, I thought it was about to be a Russian nesting doll situation where he summons his own lesser minion. That would have been
Yes.
fucking funny as hell. But yeah, with Monstrology, I can actually summon 2 Monstrology minions. However, you cannot summon multiple regular like spell minions. You only get multiple minions with Monstrology. And then if Wolf were to flee and I had a regular spell minion, I can actually summon 1 spell minion and 2 Monstrology minions, or 3 Monstrology minions. But yeah, look at them go. They're there. And yeah, this is probably like one of the cooler features with it early level. The sad thing is that these guys do whatever the fuck they want. So you can't really coordinate with them other than, hoping they hit after you've bladed and fainted and whatnot, which I'll get into at, the next one. Obviously, as you can see, click X, you can dismantle him, dismiss him, whatever. But let's say I've decided I want to be a strong little boy and use my Humongo Frog that's been sitting in my deck to capture General Achilles. If I throw this up at him, after I kill him, you'll see I get these little things called Animus. And with Animus, it's part of a minion's soul, and depending on your Monstrology level, you can either get none, 1, 2, or if you kill the boss and actually finish him off, you get 3 Animus. Now, as you can see, I got 6 because this is double Monstrology weekend, where, Monstrology points are doubled. So, because I'm what fucking Monstrology level am I? I'm rank 19 in Monstrology. Obviously, I'm going to get the full amount from, killing General Achilles or some low-level mobs, If I were, like, level 1, I might only get, like, 1 or 2 from hitting General Achilles, and then I might not even get the full 3 if I were to kill him. That's why ranking up monstrology is kind of important. It's a bit of a grind. Getting into like phase 2, you start to realize, or the second part of the monstrology life cycle, you start to realize monstrology costs a ton of gold. Every single extract spell outside of extract undead that you get for free and extract gobbler, which is like 6,000 gold. Every other one is 100,000 gold. And if you look here, you can look this up on, Wizard101 Wiki or Final Bastion. These are all the monstrology spells. So if you take out, undead and gobbler, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's 100,000 gold times 15. That's a lot of gold, which you're probably not going to have early on. So early on, you might be able to get the first 2 or 3, but after that, it's just kind of, meh. And even then, once you get to level 50, level 48, level 60, monstrology becomes pretty much worthless because of the fact that you get your 7-pip AoE, you get waterworks gear, you get zigzag gear. It's much more of a viable strategy to just blade up and kill the bosses either solo or work as a team rather than utilize monstrology. But yeah, as far as monstrology goes, it becomes pretty redundant, especially whenever you get to stuff like waterworks and zigzag and even fucking Darkmoor. There's no reason to summon a minion you can't control. Like, this is probably my biggest pet peeve with monstrology. It's the fact that minions are so fucking random. It's basically a dumb AI playing. It's the AI of the minion you fight is what's playing, so you can't ever like coordinate properly. Personally, I think this could be fixed if King's Isle implemented a system where you could have multiple different deck options to where you could coordinate with your minions and basically play as them, so you're an extension of yourself. But yeah, that's basically it as far as monstrology goes. And then tier 3, or I guess like the third phase of monstrology, is basically when you start using monstrology for housing guests. So if we look here, let me go to the front of my house. Keep forgetting that goes to a teleporter. We look here, I got a little teleporter system set up, and oh hey, what's that? That's the Cyclops Legionnaire walking around, because I'm making a little Aquila Cyclops Lane themed house. And I got this guy, he stands over here, and he is connected to this pet breadcrumb. So you can see I have linked all of these breadcrumbs together, and it leads a breadcrumb trail for him to walk and follow. So let's say that I want to do all of this over again because I hate myself, and this will have been like the 5th time I've done this in the past 24 hours. Well, let's just pick him up. He's under, decorations. So you put him, let's say you set him here, and then you get breadcrumbs, and you want to put the breadcrumb right in front of his feet, but the game's not letting you because reasons. You do this, click on the breadcrumb, and boom, it's got an arrow. It shows you where it's going to go. So let's say I want that to go on the opposite side of the bridge to this one. And then this one, I kind of want it directed a little bit this way. And then from there, we're going to have another breadcrumb. And that one's going to go this way. Actually, let me move that. And then lastly, we're going to have the last breadcrumb over here, and we're going to have my guy look at his garden. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link all of the breadcrumbs together to create the trail. So do that, do that, do that. And now if I look on this, there we go. If I look on this, it's going to have an arrow telling me that one's going to that one, and the one before it is going to there, and boom, it's all nice and neat and glitchy because fuck this bridge. Well, if I want to link this, if I want to link the Cyclops to the breadcrumb, all I have to do is click the breadcrumb, assign a pet to this breadcrumb. These guys are kind of like pets. It's mostly just like NPCs that you can put in your house. Click that, and Cyclops Legionnaire is assigned to this breadcrumb. And then, let's say I want him to do something very specific when he gets to this one, the very end. Let's do change breadcrumb behavior. We go over here. He's already linked. You can see it's already got him, or it'll have him equipped on that. And then let's see, I want him to be very angry at his garden. He's not happy with it. And let's just do this. And I'll probably speed this up. Awesome. And when he gets here, he's upset. He doesn't like his garden. He's stomping around. He's yelling at his plant. He's trying to get it to grow. And boom. You do that and you've got a nice little, little breadcrumb trail. And you can use this to make your house look nice. Like this, I'm going to have a nice little equestrian barn or, stables, something like that. So all of these guys are standing here. And as you can see, their behavior is basically just normal, which I don't really know what that means. They just all run forward. They all stand on their thing and they don't turn. They don't do anything. They do their little idle animations. And if I go over here to the main house, oh yeah, I've got Cyclops guards and they're guarding the main fort. And I go in here and oh hey, check that out. We got hoplites and there's General Achilles walking around. And I've actually just crafted a monster dome on this guy, which I had the resources to do, but I didn't do anything with. And then you got these guys, they're walking around, and that's basically like the third part of the life cycle of monstrology is just, doing stuff and making your house look nice, because these guys are pretty cool, but they're not really useful in a fight nowadays. I'm level 100, I'm going to be doing higher level stuff. Whenever I get to, people like the Devourer or people like Malistaire in Darkmoor, which I've already gotten to, these minions are not going to be useful at all. But one thing you can do is just kind of have them walking around your house looking cool, and they can, do a whole bunch of different stuff. I don't know why I had them crisscross like that. It looks pretty bad, but, I'll get there. And now that I've assembled my squad, we can continue our D&D run. We've got our Game Master here, Skeletal Pirate from Unicorn Way, and I think that's a chessboard, so that doesn't make any sense. And moving on to, I guess, like the fourth and final part of the life cycle of monstrology. Once you've created your houses, once you've done everything, you kind of look to see what's left, and then you see you've got a monster dome. And I'll talk more about that in a second. I got to change to my other account. All right, are you sure you don't want to do the monster dome with me again?
Give me a second.
Like, what if I entice you?
How would you entice me? I know I'm going to perish.
What if I gave you something valuable?
Such as?
What if I gave you one myth, Zazzleberry Bear treasure card?
The fuck is a Zazzleberry Bear?
Well, it's like, I'm not gonna tell you, but I mean, it's yours if you help me with this. Alright, so with monstrology, there's this thing that you can get called the Monster Dome. I'm on my other account, just because I got more stuff. But the Monster Dome is something, you buy it for like 25,000 gold, and, you craft it with a bunch of reagents. You have to get 200 Falgace Animus, 200 Lady Blackhope, and Nightshade Animus in order to create 10 summon monster cards of each in order to utilize them to craft the Monster Dome. So if we take a look at this, it's a housing item. I just click that, and you can actually set monster treasure cards. So I could put this little Zazzleberry Bear that Wolf doesn't know about in there, but I'm not going to because I'm going to give that to him. But as you can see, I've got Malistaire the Undying, I've got Batbot, and I've got Cough. And if I go and I press X on this, it says Monster Dome, go inside. I think Wolf's already in there. We see, boom, Malistaire the Undying, Cough, and Batbot. And there's a very specific reason why I went out of my way to get these. Yeah, this is my little Dragoon Amulet AoE. But you just kind of watch what happens whenever I hit him. It's like, I've got close to like 40 Pierce, but all of these guys have one thing in common, and it's the fact that they have 200% universal resist immunity, which made them a bitch and a half to farm. But this is a almost insurmountable challenge for somebody to go up against. Like you'd have to have over 200% Pierce and then be able to do enough damage to fight these guys. So I'm just gonna flee. Does that take away my mana? It does. Okay. Here is the thing which you worked so hard for.
Fucking knew it.
Also, you can have this one too.
Oh, I'll take that.
And you know what? We'll throw in one of these because I don't know why I have that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm kind of at a level where minions are not necessary. I've got most of my stuff. I have the ability to, grind gold and get these even though I had these beforehand. And I'm just kind of, thinking about setting up my house, making it look nice. Maybe having a couple different teleporters. This one's a Krakatopia themed house I'm working on. It'll be a while before I get there. A little Cyclops guy is standing next to the boat to go back to the Cyclops place. But that's basically it with Monstrology. You start off and you think, hey, this is cool, and then you realize it's fucking gold grind because every single one of these spells costs 100,000 gold. And then you realize, once you get your Waterworks gear, your Darkmoor gear, these guys aren't really useful in a fight. You can solo just about anything by blading up, fainting up, and using an AoE. Then you move on towards just setting them up in your house, making them look nice, making your house look nice. And then the mythical fourth step, that is a sin against God, is just the getting every minion that has 200% universal resist, putting them in a monster dome, and fucking with your friends because why the hell not?
No, I keep whistling.